must commend, the leadership, the National League led by High Chief Emeka Inyama. He has brought finesse, to National League. Years back, nobody was talking about the second tier, but this time around is where you will see great quality football. Take, for example, the likes of Shooting Stars of Ibadan, or the other three that got relegated with Shooting Stars to the second tier, and they are all seeing that they should have been playing at the apex. That's the Premier League, and they are going all out this weekend to pull their weight. No, so they are ready.
I'm sure you have also been monitoring the National League and how teams are getting ready. You've seen a lot of them play pre-season games and all of that. What can you tell us about the preparation of these teams and what we should expect? Gateway. A lot of teams in Lagos will be playing in the National League, and a lot of top clubs.
We had like 4 teams in Lagos.
Yeah. 4 teams in Lagos, and I think this is one of the games between MFM and Remo Stars. Remo plays in Ogun State. So we have a lot of football, particularly in the southwest, from the Nigerian National League. A whole lot of clubs.
A lot.
Shooting Stars, Kwara United, ABS. All are going to be playing in the
Union Bank,
First Bank. I was going to the official. I said only 2 will qualify from each division.
Yeah.
But we are likely going to see some of the top teams, because we have a lot of big teams in the especially those from down south here.
Yeah.
4 in Lagos, MFM, COD, First Bank, and Union Bank. And we have 3SC, we have ABS, we have Kwara United, and we are going to see a lot of wonderful football. And the National League is such that you have to take every game serious. If you lose 2 games in a row on the bounce, you're likely going to be dropping down like that. So
very competitive.
But my challenge where I have is, I don't know whether the clubs should be paying them the of referees. That's my biggest challenge, because when that continues, then you are likely going to see those shenanigans of last season. I hope, because when I caught up with the secretary of the National League, Lawrence Katke, he said there's a guarantee from this club that you mustn't withdraw from the league. And if you withdraw from the league, they're going to ban you for 5 or 10 years, including.
But that was a problem last year.
That was a major problem.
It was a major problem.
That was very key.
Zamfara United pulled out. A lot of allegations. Upper United pulled out. A lot of clubs are just dropping off.
Exactly, but
I need to guard against that this season.
Sure, there was at the December 5th Congress in Abuja. All those issues were trashed out, and like Dumnodi rightly stated, the secretary has said it as it was approved from the annual general congress that no team will try it this time around, because NNL is so serious about discipline, and come to think of it, all these clubs, majority of them are being sponsored by the state government, and they've taken ways back since last year, since
that you cannot start and then pull out.
No. If you started, you are going to see it to the end.
That's MFM. I mean, this was the unveiling of jerseys by some of the clubs in the NNL. 9 of them actually, Dumnodi. And I'm happy that something of this nature, I mean, this is Bears,
this Supreme Court FC.
Yeah. Of Abuja, also in the NNL.
Yes.
We have Crown, I think.
We have Crown.
Crown is in the Premier League.
Crown in the Premier League.
ABS.
This Federal Safety. Federal
Supreme Court.
Yeah, Supreme Court. We have ABS. Then a lot of clubs. There is Prime in this mix. Even Shooting Stars in this mix.
Abuja is producing 4.
Again, we have a women's conference queens as well.
And there's Kogi United.
From
Kogi United.
Yes.
So I'm impressed. Now the issue of global best practices comes to play.
Exactly.
Welfare of players, Ari.
That is what the chairman of NNL did promise, that this time around, right, the welfare of the players is guaranteed, and the teams, because they have been given that order to go and be incorporated, so that they can go
become
to the market,
companies, not just government
investors, sure, to come in and bring. And you know that the best thing to have happened to Nigerian league now, even the Premier League, is by inviting, by letting everything to be incorporated as a limited liability
not
company.
Just government, not just an government, depending on government.
Yes, so that investors can come and have a slice of the pie. So that has been taken care of.
Let me just wrap this discussion on the National League up by asking you, which teams are you seeing as getting back? At the end of last season, we had Giwa, we had Taraba, we had Crown, and Abia Warriors against all odds, coming tops and qualifying for the Globe Premier League. Who are you putting your money on? Which two teams from A, two teams from B are you putting your money on to come to the Premier League? Either returning for those who have been there before, or new teams stepping up.
Well, I was Shooting Stars would likely going to come back. The way, even though a lot of, they still have
a lot of issues, but are not confident.
But you look at Shooting Stars, they still have the backing of their supporters. Even though at this point they are still expressing their displeasure over the performance of their new coach, or the quality of their new coach, but it shows that they are still interested in TBSC. I'm looking at team like Remo was close to last season. They were close to. I think they took fourth in that season. So they were close. If they continue again, if they
lost that on the last
day. They will likely, because they have a set of young players, even though some of their players.
They have Gateway also.
Kogi United took Remo's best coach over, and the man took like 4 of their best players to Kogi United. So they had Kogi United. Let's watch out for Kogi United in that mix. Then
and also ABS and Kwara United. Kwara, the Kwara State government is not happy that 2 of their teams, and that happened on the last day. And if any other team from Kwara is going to come up, ABS, because our good friend Aloy Chukwemeka, he wants to he can stay.
All right, let's keep our fingers.
They are club managers now. They have dropped that appellation of
club manager. At least they are the ones in charge of this club. Anyway, what we'll do, just as we wrap up this discussion on the National League, don't forget to join us on Friday. Dumnodi will give us a comprehensive lowdown of all the games that will be played week 1 of the Nigerian National League. It will break it down for us, and it will give us more concisely, tell us which teams he feels will be coming up and which teams he feels will be dropping down. Ari, before I come to you to talk about the women, let's look at some preseason games. Dumnodi has been keeping tabs with some of the preseason games being played all across the country, but it's focused on one that is taking place in Lagos, because we had a lot of Premier League clubs taking part, Warriors, Dolphins, Sharks, Dembe taking part in the preseason tournament at the Agege Stadium. Yeah. So I don't know if we can get the results of the games played today, results of the preseason games played. We would like to see those results, and then
for the result, Sharks beat My People FC 1-0. Why the other game between Warriors and Yobo FC ended 1-1, but they couldn't continue penalty because Warriors said they are traveling tomorrow, so there's no need of playing the final, so they have to allow that game was awarded to Yobo FC, so the final is going to be between Sharks and Yobo FC.
All right, so that's it for the tournament taking place in Lagos. Yobo FC and Sharks will be playing the final for that preseason tournament. We wanted you to see the results, but it looks like we won't be able to get that across to you. Ali, very quickly, the women's game, the girls are in South Africa this weekend, under 20 girls.
Sure.
I think it's done and dusted. We are through to the World Cup. 6-0 first advantage. There's nothing South Africa can do to overturn that.
I don't think. I can't say South Africa. Not even this time that our people are too many there.
They're supposed to be massive for Nigeria there.
Of course. So it's going to be a walkover, for the under 20. But that's where we went. Nigeria will qualify and go to Canada. And we were in Canada in 2002 when this competition at the under 20 level started. And they started as under 19. And you ask yourself, how many of those players that play for Nigeria under 19 in Canada in 2002 are there playing? None. Not even. Yes, at the end of that competition, which yours sincerely was part of, and that was the first that FIFA, after 1999, when FIFA had to come that for women football to develop, they have to start age grade, and they started with under 19, and all the players that were registered by Nigeria, all of them passed that age. And we went with that team. And the best player from Nigeria at that time was Ifeanyi Chejina, because according to the FIFA Technical Study Group, that a South African was there Franton was there, former South African